Hello, everybody. Jess Lohse back with another weekly update from the Structural Building Components Association, SBCA. I think I do that because in the beginning I was saying SP, whatever. Anyway, great week at SBCA. A lot of things happening. We've got kind of our open enrollment, if you want to say. Basically, what we've got is our media kit available for any advertising that we do with SBCA. But it's a magazine, which again, I think the deadline for that's going to be next week, probably November 7th, I believe is what it is. And that's going off of memory. But that is one of the things that, this time of year is a great way to connect with all of our advertisers, all the people that exhibited at BCMC, and really, figure out where they're at for the year, where they want to be for 25. But it is one of those things too with, this time of year, everybody loves to wheel and deal. And that's one of the things that SBCA is really, hopefully in the last few years, has built some trust, knowing that the rates are the rates and that we're not trying to give one person a better deal than another. And hopefully our people that, spend their hard-earned money with us appreciate that, to where, they know that they're getting the best deal or the deal that is the deal. And they don't have to worry about their competitors doing something a little bit different or one-upping them in that arena. I know the competitive rivalry amongst all of the competitors that serve the component industry is high. And for that reason, we try to be as even-keeled as possible with everything that we do with SBCA. So if you catch us on something that isn't right, definitely reach out to me. I've had a few conversations. It is one of those things that we are trying to make it as fair for everybody, and wanted to make sure that the playing field that we lay out there for everybody to advertise or work on is going to be what it is. Beyond that, we have other opportunities to advertise besides just the magazine. We've got website advertising, we've got sponsorships. We also have email, which those typically tend to be full, but it is one of those things. It's nice to remember, looking at what the email advertising is through the industry news. We have a ton of emails that go out, and we're trying to do a couple different things. We're trying to put some tools in place that better targets certain audiences that need to see specific content. So that's one of the things we've been working on this year. Hopefully we're able to get that live and going in 2025, to where, if you don't see everything, go in and update your preferences. And there's a couple different ways to do that. On our website, we've got a link that goes into subscribe.sbcacomponents.com/update or whatever it is. You can find it on our webpage, but it is one of those that if you don't think you're getting everything, or you want to get more or less, that's one of the ways to do it. So we really work hard at cultivating our mail lists, and we hate to see you opt out or unsubscribe in the email, but that's, honestly your choice. I know I get a ton of emails from people, and I get emails of emails, that sort of stuff. If you're in that boat, go down to the bottom, hit unsubscribe, cancel, get out of it. You can do that to make sure you're not getting spammed by people, whether it's SBC or others. So that's just kind of one of those tips. Beyond that, got some travel coming up here for a few of us. I think Greg is at the ALSC meetings this week. Also, we're going to be at the NCSEA, the National Council of Structural Engineers Association, which is a great association, but leave it to a bunch of engineers to be redundant with how they name their association, which I always appreciate. But looking forward to meeting some people there, as well as a lot of their members, people that are going to be on the show floor, that sort of stuff. So it's kind of their event for the structural engineering realm to talk about what's going on there. So I'm anxious about that. I'm trying to see if it's a place for SBCA to exhibit, but how do we get a little bit more involved with the structural engineers in the association? So look for that. Beyond that, really just want to thank all of the trade partners and, other associations that we work with. Obviously, TPI is probably the nearest and dearest to our heart. We're kind of like siblings. We, work back and forth. One doesn't do well without the other. So really appreciate Jay and everything that the TPI members and their board does for SBCA and the industry. Beyond that, people like NHB, HUD, NFPA, AWC, ALSC, again, they're working with them. Oak Ridge National Laboratory, Home Innovation Research Center, beyond that, working on relationships with Woodworks, ICC, AIA, SFIA, and that's a lot of letters, but really just, one of those things that I want our membership to be aware of, that we are out working with other organizations. We want to play well with others. We want to do right by our membership and our industry to try to figure out what are some ways that we can collaborate, what are ways to better understand what it is that components do, and how can component manufacturers, our members, understand what it is those other organizations do. So it's all important. It's a lot of good work. We've been making some strides there. I'm really proud of that, but looking forward to continuing that going throughout the rest of this year and into next year. But with that, I'm going to get out of here. Happy Halloween, everybody. Right at 5 minutes. Peaks up, press on. Have a great Halloween. Look forward to seeing some pictures of kiddos in their costumes online. Goodbye.